Hello everyone. Now today we are going to see the details about power plant engineering. Last time we have seen the details, okay, as the power plant engineering is elective subject for third year diploma in mechanical engineering student. Okay. Now let us see today the syllabus. So here you can see there are total 6 units, and in first unit here we are going to see the content, that is first unit is introduction to power plants. In that we are going to see the various points like world and national scenario of demand and supply of energy. Next we are going to see the introduction of the power plant, their importance and types, and further we are going to see the hydroelectric power plant classification, general arrangement, operating principle, advantages and limitations, and the maintenance. This point we are going to see, and the last point is that diesel power plant. We are going to see the introduction of the diesel power plant, its components, its advantages, disadvantages, diesel generating set, its maintenance. These points we are going to see in unit 1, and these are the outcomes of the unit 1. That means after studying this first unit and these all point, you are going to able, or you are going to understand these points. That means after studying this unit you can explain the energy conversion in the given power plant. Also you are going to identify the elements of the given power plant, whether it is hydro power plant, gas power plant, or diesel power plant. And after that you are going to explain the preventive procedures of the given power plants, and the last point, that is you are able to explain the predictive maintenance of procedure of the given power plant. So these are the outcomes that you will get after studying these unit 1, its topics and subtopics. Okay, now let us see the next unit. The next unit is high pressure boilers. In this we are going to see the high pressure boilers, its classifications, construction and principle of working of Lehman boiler, Benson boiler, Leffler boiler, Velox boiler, Schmidt Hartmann boiler, Ramsden boiler. These types of boilers we are going to see in the second unit. Then next, that is fluidized bed combustion boilers, that is FBC, its principles, need, types, various arrangement, control system, and advantages or other boiler systems. Then we are going to compare the various types of boilers, and after that we are going to see the Indian Boiler Regulation Act, that is the IBR Act. And last point that we are going to cover is that maintenance procedure of major components of high pressure and FBC boilers. FBC means fluidized bed combustion boilers. These points we are going to see in the unit 2, and these are the outcomes of the unit 2. Okay, that means after studying these points you are able to understand, or you are able to explain the following things, that is these are the outcomes that after studying these points you must be able to explain with sketches the working of the given type of boiler. Also after studying these unit you must be compare the salient features of the given types of high pressure boilers. Also you may able to explain the preventive maintenance of the given high pressure boilers, and also you are supposed to explain the predictive maintenance of the given high pressure boilers. All these are the outcomes, okay, of all these second units topics and subtopics. Okay, now let us see the next unit, that is the unit 3, okay, which is nothing but a steam power plant. Okay, so unit 3 is steam and gas power plant. Okay, in this we are going to see the introduction, components, advantages and limitations of a steam power plant, and then later we are going to see the types and the components of fuel handling system in power plants, and further, that is electrostatic precipitators, control systems of power plants, elements, types, desirable characteristics of power plant that we are going to see in the third unit. Also, stream temperature control and feed water control systems, maintenance procedure of major components of steam power plant. These we are going to see in unit 3. Okay, this is what related to steam power plant, and the further is gas turbine power plant. In this we are going to see the open and closed cycle with constant pressure gas turbine power plant, and further we are going to see the components of gas turbine power plant, and we are going to see the methods to improve the thermal efficiency of simple open cycle constant pressure gas turbine power plant. And the last few points are the advantages of gas turbine power plant over others, and the maintenance procedure of major components of gas turbine power plant. These are the points which we are going to see in unit 3. Okay, and after this third unit, you are supposed to do the following. You must be able to explain the following outcomes. That is, you are supposed to explain with neat sketches the given fuel handling system. Also, you are able to identify various elements of given steam power plant and its control system, and you must be able to explain with sketches the given control system of steam power plant. And apart from this, you must be able to identify the given components of gas power plant procedure. You must be able to explain the preventive maintenance of the given major component of turbine power plant. And the last point, that is, you are supposed to explain the predictive maintenance of the given major component of given turbine power plants. So these are the outcomes of your third unit's topics and subtopics. Okay, now next we are going to see the fourth unit. So the fourth unit is waste heat recovery, cogeneration and trigeneration. This is what the fourth unit, and in this we are going to see the waste heat recovery in thermal power plants, waste heat recoveries need, opportunities, present practices. Then we are going to see the need, opportunities, present practices of the cogeneration. And the last point in unit 4 that we are going to see is that need, opportunities and present practices of trigeneration. Then after studying all these points, these are the outcomes of this unit. That is, you are supposed to explain the need of waste heat recovery of the given thermal power plants, and you must be able to explain with sketches of working principle of cogeneration and trigeneration in the given thermal power plants. So these are the outcomes, and these are the these are the points which we are going to see in unit 4. Now next we are going to see the unit 5. So unit 5 is nuclear power plants. In this we are going to see the classification, general arrangement and operating principle of nuclear power plant. Also we are going to see the nuclear fuels and reactors, and after that we are going to see the advantages and limitations of nuclear power plant. And the last point, that is introduction to regulating agencies and regulations, that is Atomic Energy Regulatory Board, International Atomic Energy Agency. These points we are going to see in Unit 5. And these are the outcomes, that is sketch labeled arrangement of the given nuclear power plant. Also explain with sketches working of the given reactor, compare the calorific values of the given types of fluid, interpret the regulations of nuclear power plant. So these are the outcomes of these fifth units, all points. Okay, now let us see the next unit, which is the last unit, unit 6, that is economic analysis of power plants. In this we are going to study the estimation of production cost of electrical energy in various types of power plants, estimation of various performance parameters, and the last points, that is the factors affecting the choice of a thermal power plants. These are the points which are going to see in unit 6. And now we are going to see the outcomes. So these are the two outcomes of the sixth unit, that is estimate cost of electricity in the given situation using simple numerical problems, calculate performance parameters for the given power plant using simple numerical problems. So these are the two outcomes of the sixth units. Okay, so in such a way we are going to see all the sixth unit. Okay, so here unit 1, introduction to power plants. In that there are different power plants are there, hydroelectric, diesel. Second, high pressure boilers. In that we are going to see the different boilers, that is Benson boiler, Lehman boiler, Velox boiler. Third unit, steam and gas power plants. In this we are going to see the steam power plants, its working, and after that we are going to see in that gas turbine power plant. And the fourth unit, that is the waste heat recovery, cogeneration, trigeneration. We are going to see the need and opportunities of this cogeneration and trigeneration in unit 4. And the unit 5 is regarding nuclear power plant. In this we are going to see the classifications, working principle, advantages and disadvantages of the nuclear power plant. And the last one is nothing but economic analysis of power plants, which is sixth unit. In this we are going to see the do the calculation part, that is the estimation of production cost of electrical energy and also various parameters. This we are going to see in unit 6. Now let us see the further. So this is regarding paper design. It is okay. Now this is the what the student activity is there. Let us see. Other than classroom and laboratory learning, following are the suggested student-related co-curricular activities which can be undertaken to accelerate the attainment of the various outcomes in this course. Students should conduct the following activities in group and prepare a report of about 5 pages for each activity. Also collect or record physical evidences for their portfolio, which will be useful for the placement interview. That means you are supposed to do the co-curricular activity, okay, which you are supposed to perform in group, and regarding that you are supposed to make 5 pages report for each activity. So following are the activity. Let us see one by one. First activity, that is prepare journal based on practical performed in power plant engineering laboratory. Journal consists of drawing, observations, required equipment, date of performance with teacher's signature. That means you are supposed to prepare a journal, okay, which is based on practical, which we are going to perform in power plant engineering laboratory. And in that journal, you are supposed to draw the drawing, observation, right, equipment required, date of performance, and at the end, you are supposed to take the teacher's signature. Now, the next second activity, you are supposed to prepare or download the specification of following. Here there is a power plant equipment, steam power plant equipment and elements, gas turbine, power plant equipment and elements, hydropower plant equipment and elements, and the last, that is diesel power plant equipment and elements. So you are supposed to prepare the specification of these 5 points, okay. And the last one, that is visit to any power plant and prepare a report consisting of various advanced systems, various standards, maintenance of components of power plant observed. That means whenever you visit, or whenever visit will be arranged to any power plant, at that time you are supposed to note down the 3 things, that is the advanced systems, various advanced systems in the power plant, various standards in power plant, and the maintenance of the components of power plant. These you are supposed to write down and make a report, a short report, okay. So this is what the co-curricular activities you are supposed to perform. And here it is mentioned that if you do all this activity, it will be helpful or useful for your placement interviews, okay. So this activity you are supposed to perform in a group. Now next, that is regarding the micro projects. Now let us see. Only one micro project is planned to be undertaken by a student that needs to be assigned to him or her in the beginning of the semester. In the first 4 semesters, the micro projects are group based. However, in the 5th and 6th semesters, it should be preferable to be individually undertaken to build up the skill and confidence in every student to become problem solver, so that he or she contributes to the project of the industry. In special situations where groups have to be performed for micro projects, the number of students in the group shall not exceed 3. If any special situation is there, then you are maximum 3 number of students can be added in the group. So now it is expected that the one micro project should be done by individually. The one student, one micro project. This is expected, but if the situation is special, if the project micro project is quite interesting or needs some more work in short duration, at that time you can consider the number of students maximum 3, okay. So the micro project could be industry application based, okay. So the micro project could be industry application based, internet based, workshop based, laboratory based, or field based, okay. So let us see once again. These micro projects are supposed to do individually, and it should be industry application based, internet based, workshop based, laboratory based, or field based. Each micro project should encompass 2 or more COs, which are in fact an integration of PROs, EOs, and ADOs. Each student will have to maintain dated work diary consisting of individual contribution in the project work and give a seminar presentation of it before submission. The total duration of the micro project should not be less than 16 student engagement hours during the course. The student ought to submit micro project by the end of the semester to develop the industry oriented COs. Okay, so this is what you are supposed to do the micro project. Now let us see here some of the list. A suggested list of micro project is given here. Similar micro projects could be added to concerned faculty. So these are the micro projects suggestive list. Okay, let us see one by one. Collection of information of control systems of power plant. Collection of information about nearby cogeneration plant. Comparative study of various parameters of performance evaluation of a power plant. That is performance evaluation. Measure operating parameters of boiler using appropriate instrument. That is the operating parameters of boiler by using appropriate instrument. Maintenance of a diesel generator set or DG set. Collect information regarding preventive, predictive and breakdown maintenance of various power plant. Okay. Develop maintenance procedure for preventive and predictive maintenance of a typical hydropower plant and its components. Develop maintenance procedure for preventive and predictive maintenance of typical diesel power plant and its components. You can also do this for a FBC boiler and its components. You can also do the same thing for high pressure boilers and its components, steam power plant and its components, gas power plant and its components. So you can do the you can develop maintenance procedure for preventive and predictive maintenance of a typical hydropower plant, diesel power plant, FBC boiler, high pressure boiler, steam power plant, gas power plant and its components. So you can develop also. Okay, and here the next, that is, these are some learning resources. The books list are given over here. Okay, so total 5 books are there. These are some books which is mentioned by the MSBT in our subject, in our curriculum, and these are some website, these are some, what do you say, some videos are there, so you can see the videos, and following are some websites. Okay, so that you can visit the website and learn the subject easily. Okay, so today we have seen the syllabus. Now today we are going to stop over here.